Hey guys, what's going on? We're here with Chris. Chris is a personal trainer who recognized the fact that if he can't get in a position to show his client how to do something correctly, that there's something wrong with that. So he wants to learn how to get in that position correctly, and he recognizes there's limitations. So he's got some tight hamstrings. One of the first things I want to ask you guys is, have you done any penotting before you've done any workout? Because this is something that can really reduce the restrictions that you have. So we're going to just kind of do a pre and post kind of test here with Chris. Chris is going to do a deadlift with this 60-pound kettlebell here. Okay, and as you can see, he's trying to figure out how to arch, but when he goes to arch, his hamstrings kind of pull his knees forward, and so he wants to be a little bit more optimal. And what we're going to do is take some time, work on his hamstrings, loosen them up. A lot of times stretching doesn't necessarily work because those muscles are tight anyway, so you're really just tightening them up even more. So what we're going to do is show you guys how to loosen the hamstrings and do a couple of drills, and then we're going to go back into that. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that he's kind of warmed up those hamstrings, folks, what we're going to do is have him kind of take the peanut between, well, first what we're going to do is we're going to take the peanut, we're going to put it right between the knee, alright? You're going to take our half kneeling stance just like that. You guys might have seen this in a previous post a couple weeks ago, and he's just kind of drive forward, and then he's going to kind of see how he's moving his knee back and forth, so he's getting a little bit of ankle mobility as well, as he's hitting the gastrocs, or the calf muscle behind, and he's still getting that hamstring. Good, now drive back and drive forward again. Alright, so that's kind of hitting that lower side of that hamstring for you, as well as the gastrocs and the rest of the calf muscles. So, from the toe, all the way behind the calf, behind the hamstring, up your back to the top of your skull and to the front of your skull is one anatomy train. And to loosen the hamstring, sometimes you literally could roll your forehead and you might feel a difference. I'm not saying that that's going to give you a huge difference because it's not a very big muscle, but hitting these big muscles back here is going to release a lot of strain in the low back for sure. So why don't you switch sides now? And we talked about in previous posts as well, doing some repatterning. So what that consists of is corrective exercises and mobility drills and kind of rehab drills. So what Chris is going to do here is, in a couple of seconds when he's done with this, he's going to do a Spider-Man hip lift, alright? Which you might have seen in some previous posts, but if not, what it basically is in the same position he's in with his hands flat on the inside, and he's going to lift his hips straight up. This is going to pull on the tendons and ligaments around the knee and the hip rather than stretching the muscle belly itself. So this is going to kind of give him more of that explosive elasticity without being too rigid or too tight. So go ahead and why don't you do that for me, Chris. You're going to dig that back tail, and he's going to bring this butt straight up. He's going to hold 1, 2, and then he'll come back down. He's going to go back up. You can do this 6 to 8 reps. You could swivel around at the top. You could actually once you're a couple of reps in, you can come up and then kind of push back and lengthen that front knee like that, okay? Mess around with it, but it's kind of a self-prescribing mobility drill. And this is going to help you get ready for your workout. So let's switch sides. I know that wasn't 6 to 8, but I'm pretty confident that he's going to look pretty good on his next kettlebell deadlift here. Looking good, my friend. Alright, here one more. Alright. And back down. Now we'll bring this back here for you, right in the camera. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, look at that. Come back down for me. You're much deeper and this is nice and flat, right? That didn't take too long, right? A couple of minutes.
Yep.
So you got to do your due diligence if you want to, do your workouts and you want to perform them well, and if you want your clients to perform them well. The best thing to do is the most important part of the work is the beginning, folks. So thanks for watching. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Thank you, Chris.
Yep,
I hope you learned something today.
Indeed.
And be well, folks.